Okay, it's been a long time since I've made a video, and I'm doing it on my bed here because I don't have the energy to do anything else. I don't want to say school has been kicking my ass, but school has kind of been kicking my ass. Um, but I have managed to go thrifting. I went to a couple thrift stores, some of my usual haunts, found nothing. I went with a friend of mine past weekend. I went up to a couple of thrift stores I hadn't been to for a while, and you guys, I found ponies. I found so many ponies. And then yesterday, on my way back from school, no, that wouldn't have been yesterday. It would have been another day this week because yesterday I got back from school super late. Some other day this week, I went to another one of the thrift stores that I have often gone to, and I found some things there as well. And I haven't found anything there for a long time. So let's see. At the first thrift store, I'm trying to think, where was the first place we went? Yeah, at the first thrift store, I found two ponies, two baby ponies. So I don't have either of these ponies, and they only wanted like $2 or $3 for them, which I figured was pretty okay. I don't have either of these ponies. They are super common ones. So this is, I never remember the names of baby ponies. Well, I don't remember the names of the later ponies I'm going to show either. Actually, now that I look at this, I think the lighting is really bad, so I'm going to fix it. Okay, this might be like interrogation style lighting again, but you know what? I don't care. We're just going to look at ponies. So I don't remember any of these ponies' names. But you know what? She's actually in really nice condition. She's just a little bit dirty. She has an initial written on the bottom, and this baby Blossom has the same initial. So both of these ponies are super common. I've even seen baby Blossom before, along with, what is that other baby, like baby Cotton Candy, I think. She's pink. She has the little freckles and everything. Didn't buy either of those because sometimes, if they want like $6 for one baby pony at the thrift, I'm not going to do that. So I have definitely left ponies behind in the past, and I did actually leave a pony behind this time as well. There was another, I don't remember if it's like Sprinkles or something. She's rearing, which I really don't like that pose, and they wanted $8 for her. So I left that one behind, which I kind of regret now because, I think they were from the same person's collection, but oh well, what can you do? Maybe another pony collector found her. I have left ponies behind there before because sometimes they charge like really crazy prices for ponies in bad condition. And actually, I still regret there was a mint condition snowflake that they wanted like $11 for, and I was like, now I've told the story a million times, but I was like, $11 for a pony at the thrift store, and it wasn't like one that I particularly wanted, so I like went ahead and left it behind. And then I was like, oh, but I really like her. I'll look up, obviously you can buy it online for like $10, but then you have to pay $7 in shipping, so that was really, really stupid of me, and I still regret it. Anyway, this is the second Kenner Lilla's Pet Shop, because the last Kenner Lilla's Pet Shop item I also found at the same thrift store. So I have the one SeaWorld Orca Whale set. This one is squishy. I'm not sure what set this guy is from. Obviously he went on something, I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, is this actually, no, I don't think I ever had a squishy one like this. So anyway, that's those guys. I'll put them over here. And then I went to another thrift store in the same area of town, and I found baby Blossom again, but I also left her behind because the prices at that thrift store are absolutely insane, like totally nuts. I found, is this Skyrocket maybe? And she's in amazing condition. Like her symbol is perfect. Her eyes are great. Her hair and tinsel is great. She also has a whole bunch of initials on her feet, but you don't really see that when she's being displayed. And funny thing is I found another sparkle pony at the thrift here, and she was also in really good condition. So those two are both still in my collection. So I've actually found a lot, well, yeah, quite a lot of G1 ponies at the thrift here, which is interesting. I found quite a lot of G1 ponies. I found quite a lot of Lady Lovely Locks items. I found, like I said, I found enough G1 ponies that I have left several behind, either because they were in such poor condition, and they were still charging $7 to $10 for them, or, you know, I didn't want to pay $7 to $10 for a pony that I didn't like really want or whatever. So the reason I didn't pick up Baby Blossom is because I found this baby who is Baby Apple Delight. There's like mommy and daddy. It was one of the mommy and daddy sets. Baby Apple Delight, I don't know what's happening. She's got some kind of these black marks are like really on this pony. And then she has, oh, I think this was also initials which were written on the bottom of her hooves. They wanted $8 for this pony. And they wanted $5 for this pony, which I think is totally fine for like a good condition, like adult pony. I did find, I found a love spell, you know, once, and they wanted, I can't remember what she was in such bad condition, and they still wanted like $7 for it, and I was just like, no. Anyway, so is this unethical? You can tell me, but you know, the price tag wasn't on her very well, so I just like peeled the price tag off and took her up with, you know, the other ponies and some other stuff that I got, and they were just like, oh, you know, small toy, and they charged me $3 for her, which is fine, that's acceptable. But this thrift store is just, it's just insane. Like, I have seen, you know, Lady Lovely Locks Silky Pup, like that is so common here. Silky Pup is so common here. You can find her online for like $5 in perfect condition, and they had a really bad condition one and they were charging $25 for it. They had a fake pony that they were charging $25 for. At one point at that place, I have seen, I think it was Cherry Treats. They were charging $45 for Cherry Treats. You know, a big monchichi they were charging $50 for. It's just like a little nuts. I also saw Baby Cotton Candy there, and you know, now I kind of regret not getting her. This was like a long time ago that I saw Baby Cotton Candy. Now I kind of regret not getting her because like I said, I don't have that one. But yeah. Oh, and like some Moomin. The thing is like sometimes the things at that thrift store are so expensive that it literally, if you bought an expensive one on eBay and then paid shipping and taxes, it would be cheaper than buying it at this thrift store. I don't know what they're on, but anyway. And then, oh yeah, I also got this at this thrift store, which is just like a little baggie of doll accessories. So I thought we could look through these. I'm gonna have to open this off camera. Or should I get scissors? Anyway, it's fun. I found some cool little things there, but I often, like, I'm happy to pay $5 for a pony. I bought, like, the baby brother. You know what? I'm gonna go get him. Like, this guy I got there at the same thrift store for $8, which I was willing to pay because, you know, I don't have any ponies in this mold. I actually think he's really, really cute. I may eventually rehair him, you know, somebody cut his forelock off. But it's just like, come on. This is a thrift store. It bugs me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's pause. Well, anyway, I was really surprised to find this little baggie of like doll accessories for $3-4 because normally this is the type of store that they will put price tags on like little individual items. Like this little piece of cake would be in a box and it would have a sticker on it that said $1. That sort of level of ridiculousness is what goes on at this thrift store. Lol. Anyway, this is quite interesting. This is like a little extension thing, and it's got quite a fancy little clippy thing on it. Anyway, this is a G4 My Little Pony wagon, like from the earlier ones when they came with a little pet. I don't know what a lot of these are from, but there's some really cool stuff in here. So we have, I'm like, these are not Monster High as far as I know, and they're not Ever After High, because I had a lot of Ever After High stuff. But I mean, like, some really cool pieces. Like, what happened to the dolls that went with these? There's even like their rings and stuff. Yeah, so like these are super cool. Some doll sunglasses. I think does this go with a Barbie set or a Wink set or something? This looks like a little wrist cuff. I mean, are these maybe LOL OMG, these shoes? These are also pretty cool. They're like clear jelly earrings. Maybe somebody will want those. Let's see. I think this goes to the this like Cupid set here, but there's only one of them. There's also these. Actually, these aren't Monster High, are they? They're just so cool and themed. There's another like ocean theme, because these kind of have an ocean theme. A little bone bow clip. These guys are these also like LLOMG? I don't actually know. And some little cake pieces, which I really love. We'll never complain about those. And then there is this clear bag, which is pretty cool. And then there's this guy. Like, I don't recognize this at all. This is from a toy line that I completely don't know. It's like a little crystal critter of some kind. Anyway, I love that. And then there's a little doll necklace here that says Gabrielle. I mean, this is quite the collection. Who did this belong to? You know, there were no dolls. Here, I'll move these up. There were no dolls there. I mean, there were dolls. There were tons of old Barbies, but no dolls that would have gone with this stuff, basically. So that was interesting. And like I said, I found Blossom again, but I didn't want to potentially pay like $8 for a pony that theoretically I already had at that point. Yeah, I'm also a little bit sick, but I'm still going to school every day because, you know, I have to. Anyway, then I went to one of my old classics, somewhere that I go all the time, and I hadn't found anything there for a while, and then I found these guys. I wasn't particularly looking for these, but they are from the era when they had the little grabby hands, you know, which I love. So I am going to see if I can clean them up a little bit. I don't think any of their clothing, like their actual clothing, is in here, but I appreciate that they have tried to. Oh, this is Sylvanian families. We have like a little. Oh my gosh, I think some of this is actually Sylvanian families clothing. Like, I know for sure that this is the old fashion for the little brothers, what they would wear. This very well might be Sylvanian families. Actually, yeah, actually a lot of this could be. That could be, this definitely is. This is like the old style, what the girl child would wear. This could be Sylvanian families. Actually, maybe their clothes are in here. I don't know what the pandas wear, but there's this, another little pink dress. This is cool. I have a lot of not necessarily Sylvanian families, but I have forest families that don't have clothes. And like this little dress says Takara Tomy in it. Look at that. It's quite stained. I don't know, maybe I could wash that. And then we have some little overalls here. I wonder if this was like a mom and baby set or an older sister and sibling set. Anyway, yeah, definitely still sick. Anyway, I have, like I said, I haven't been really looking for Sylvanian families. I haven't been collecting them so much these days. I just, I got so many of them, and then I got kind of overwhelmed, but I still have my favorites. And like I said, I really love these ones that have the little grabby hands. I found the Keats cat family. I think they're called the Keats cat family. At the thrift as well here. And I was going to sell them because I'm not super attached to those ones in particular, and they are kind of unusual. But then, like I said, I was like, I just love the ones that still have the little grabby hands. So I'm going to experiment with, cleaning these guys up, and because, they're not actually that dirty. I think they just need some double-sided tape and like making their ears, what would you call them? Darkening their ears again. So here's the children. And then here's one of the babies. This is an older model, I think. I'm not 100% certain. Let's see. There's like a string coming out of this. I think that I can, like I said, I think that I can dress these guys. I mean, I'll have to undress them again once I get the chance to clean them, which I don't know when that will be because I'm super, super busy at school. I mean, I don't think, I have no idea actually. I have no idea if these are the correct clothes for them, but this is really fun that there are actually clothes for all of them with them in the package. So let's see, is it in the frame? I can't tell very well. Yeah, so here's the dad panda, and then here's the baby has no clothes. Yeah, because I think one of the kids could wear this, and then the mom could wear the pink dress. Okay, let's put this on this one. He's got his little, because they were kind of all wearing the same clothes at one point. Oh, it's missing a part. Yeah, let's see. I know these are probably not their correct clothes, but I'm just gonna dress them how I want, This is definitely more difficult than I thought. This is definitely a child-sized dress, although it might be from a different era. That's pretty cute. We'll keep her like that. And then we have a couple different options for the mother panda. I think I will put her in this yellow dress that has lemons on it. So. Yeah, once they get cleaned up, they'll be pretty cute. I think I like the dad panda's outfit the most. I don't think any of these are the mom panda's original outfit. I'm not sure. This is pretty cute. Oh yeah, and then the little baby panda, which I don't know, maybe I'll have to figure out how to make baby clothes. He is like the most dirty and played with out of all of them. Somebody loved that one. And some little clothes. And then last but not least, I first spotted this guy. So I'm not super into monchichi, but I do like picking them up at the thrift. I don't know where it is right now. Oh yeah, I will take my phone into my room and show it. But I found another one of these newer monchichi, because this is like quite recent, at the same thrift, and I just thought it was really cute. So I got that one, and then, like I said, I just spotted this one, and this is perfect for me. It's pastel. It's, got bunny ears. So is it actually a bunny, or is it a monkey in a bunny costume? I don't know. Anyway, it's just a little toy. I guess it does have a little loop here that you could attach it to a keychain. I don't know, but that one was just cute. I like that one. And then, so that one's like new, recent, obviously. And then I found something a little more vintage. So I found a little teeny tiny vintage one, which is so cute. I don't even know if this is a real monchichi or if it is a fake, you know, because they did make a lot of fake ones. I have a hunch that it's real. Like they had this face in the 70s and 80s, I think. But yeah, anyway, I love tiny things, and this is tiny and absolutely adorable. So yeah, that's my thrift haul, and that was all found. Oh, it's not centered this whole time. Anyway, and that was all found, with the exception of this guy, within the past the past week. Yeah, so 2 thrifting trips that were really successful. Yeah, and then actually I went to some more of my old favorite thrift stores today and found absolutely nothing, not even anything to take a picture of. So yeah, this was the other like modern monchichi that I found at the thrift here. And then this shelf actually has a lot of my other thrift finds. I did not find that at the thrift. Don't worry. But I did find this Moon Dreamers doll at the thrift. Not here, but in the US. I found this Lady Lovelock doll at the thrift. I found one of these pixie tails at the thrift. I found this amazing 2000s, you know, what is it? Sugar Planet playset at the thrift. I found those little guys at the thrift. I found a Rochelle doll at the thrift. Yeah. So this is like some good finds there, right? Oh, and I also found this weird little fakey pony and these Chapmay ponies and these guys, which are from, those are from my childhood, right? So I found those guys at a different thrift than I found this one. And I just bought on Vinted, not the puppies, but the kittens, you know, like Barbie's Posh Pets kitten style or whatever. I wanted these so bad when I was a little kid. I never got them, but you know, maybe I can have them now. Last but not least, I'm not sure if I ever talked about this in a YouTube video, but I also found the beautiful Barbie swan at the thrift, and it was so amazing. It was so amazing. Like, I wanted this plush for so long. I think she's so beautiful and cool looking, and I just never wanted to pay shipping, and I was like, what am I going to do with a plush that big anyway? Well, I found her at the thrift, so basically now I want to keep her forever. This is another thrift find. This is another thrift find. The striped turtle, he's been in other videos, I'm pretty sure. This is another thrift find, but is up for sale on my Vinted. It has all the pets with it. And then let's see, other than that, what I've gotten recently are these crates. So I put all of my project ponies here, all of my Polly Pocket compacts there, and then some extra stuff up there. And then otherwise, I also got, oh, I'm not sure if I ever made a video about Hamtaro, but I brought those back from my parents' house this summer. And then I also got several of these. So I put all of my extra tiny AG mini pieces in here. And I have a couple more of these, which I have put, you know, just other teeny tiny toys in. I'm trying not to show because there are some other things. I'm going to make another video about some cool stuff that I've gotten on Vinted recently. So that's the next video.